and think straight. And that is the reason why people like this Bobrisky is thinking they are untouchable, because Nigeria itself is, I don't even know which adjective to use for it. Sorry for my ranting.
No. That's all right. That's all right. It's fine.
No, you put us straight.
Now, Adekunle Adebayo. Good evening, Lisa.
Good evening.
And Adekunle.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for coming to Jim Dabusa talk show. Without wasting our time, we just want to talk about Bobrisky. That is our case study for today. When the case was first started, he was being charged with money laundering and money mutilation, that and then abuse of naira and etc. But at later day, getting to the court, the charges of money laundering was dropped, and then was being sentenced to 6 months. After this guy came out, I think few months later or few weeks later, one of Bobrisky friend got in touch with a very dark man that Bobrisky owed him 4 million naira, which the guy has been requesting him to pay his money, but he refused. At later day, Bobrisky wanted to blackmail the guy. At this process, when I listened to it on TikTok, Bobrisky tried to blackmail the guy that when you came to Nigeria, you kissed me, this and that and that. At later day, due to the pressure, very dark man gave Bobrisky, he immediately paid or transferred 4 million naira to the guy. I think I was told that the guy based in America. At the long run, or in a nutshell, on the audio leak to very dark man, in it, he said he was in accommodation, was not in the prison. That is number one. Number two, he mentioned of facts, which is Femi Falana's son. That is number two. Number three, he said he bribed the so-called correctional prison officers or EFCC, whatever, 50 million naira. And then he mentioned that he paid 10 million naira to Mr. Femi Falana in order to lift or for presidential pardon, so that the case his case will be dropped or overlooked. At the cost of it, you know how the social media look like. Everybody will just be coming up and down. A lot of people, they were attacking very dark man. But the guy is doing what he's doing is his job, or what is good for him to do. And then when he mentioned it, at the wrong none of it, Falana's family started that very dark man must apologize to them. Whereas they're supposed to face Bobrisky that mentioned or leaked their names. Along run, you know that in Nigerian, if you are not be careful, a lot of innocent children, the poor guy or poor people, they suffer it because you don't have anybody, you don't have money. That's the case of Mohbad. If the Mohbad dad or Mohbad came from a rich family, his case won't be like this. So let me go to what I'm saying. And a later day, it got to the attention of House of Reps. So as House of Reps invited both Bobrisky and Ferry Darkman, Ferry Darkman was present with his lawyer or his legal team. He was there, and that's something there. And the first, before I will continue with my explanations, I will pause here before we move further. So, Adekunle Adebayo, on the opinion of Bobrisky, on his video that leaked, that he was not in the prison, he was in a rented apartment. Do you think that our system is broken?
Oh, thank you. And it's a very it's a very very an embarrassing situation for us. Yeah. The last question you asked is do I think that our system or it has broken before? You understand? We don't even have it. You understand? And even if you have any time or any type of process or what have you, is not being obeyed. Sometimes some people are, so the fact that they say not all animals are equal, some are more equal than the other, is the situation we are seeing here. However, I've always seen the personality of Bobrisky as a joker or an entertainer. These are people that they do what they do just to get attention, get followership, and make their money. They do what they do just for money. And the society also allows that. It's a pity. I had this issue before. I thought what the Nigerian authority through EFCC wanted to do is to probably correct a kind of behavior whereby people will latch on the society and begin to peddle what is not true. Bobrisky is a guy now. You understand? So, but he's parading himself as a girl. And during all those processes of court and everything too, he declared that he's a man. So I thought where the authority was going that time is to let people know that you can't be behaving like Bobrisky and we will let you go. Well, I didn't get it. It's as if the FCC themselves want to just use him to collect money, because at the end of the day, some of the money laundering charges were dropped. And my brother, I won't tell you that they were just dropped. He must have robbed the palm of EFCC himself. So, which this thing is going to entangle so many things in terms of what will come out of. We are not yet, but a lot of things will be dug out by the end of the day. Now, our system is porous. I have to be frank with you. It's porous because we have a system whereby some people think they can just do something by conniving to diffuse the law or the norm or the regulation or a process. We think we can get to just get our own way with processes. So that question you asked about our system, the prison system, and what they say it leaked through Bobrisky. If I thought that video or audio leaked, I don't know who he was talking to, or whether it was even very dark man himself or someone else that now used that very dark man too. But I think at the end of the day, what Mr. Very Dark Man is doing, I think he is a good one. It will help to probably correct. He can't eradicate, but at least it will make some people to behave, because a lot of people are going to be exposed in this thing. And quite a number of people are already being suspended. So you can see the level this is going, and it's gotten to the highest level in the country, the lawmakers. So definitely we have not had the end of this case. It's
Thank
just
you very much. Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. Now, Lisa, let me throw this question to you now. I don't know either you watched when Bobrisky was being sentenced to prison with his baggages along. Have you ever seen anybody, a criminal, is not go to hospital? It's not go to hospital or maternity to deliver a baby. But this guy is a man. He's not a girl. You are being detained. Along the line that you are being detained, you carry his luggages, traveling bag. Have you ever seen someone like that, a criminal like that?
Well,
left out and with a lot of baggages along.
The thing is, he already said that it's not a criminal, it's not an ex-convict or whatever they call it, that they are just kind of like messing about. So I watch, what is it called? A skit. I mean, it's not really a skit. Interview he did, and the guy said, "Oh, ex-convict, you've been to jail." And he was saying things like, who told you he was a ex-convict? The thing is, even the person that they caught in a crime, and you are in court, and you know you do not have any chance of getting off this charge, when they still go to court, they still have the mindset that they are going to be set free, not that they are going to go to jail. But this person came already that they know they are going to go to jail. That is where the first problem starts from. Who goes to court already knowing, unless somebody told you already that you're going, even if your lawyer says, you know what, oh boy, you're gonna go to jail, you still say, let's give it to God. Let the judge do this. I'm gonna go back home. But this person already came with all their luggages and everything. Do you actually think that's real? It's farce. It's nonsense. There's really nothing like, I mean, who goes to court and already made up their mind they're gonna go to jail and they have their traveling bag with them? Look at that situation. You will know that there is no system, there is no justice, there is nothing in Nigeria. Even P. Diddy that we're talking about now, after all the evidences has been stacked up against him, the guy is still insisting, I didn't do that. I'm not gonna go to jail. I'm not gonna go to jail. But this one already came prepared with entourage, and they're going to go to jail. Now, talking about being in a flat, I saw kind of like, I don't know, I saw something about 2 or 3 days ago. Apparently, the head of the prison they put Bobrisky at said they don't know if it's a man, they don't know if it's a woman, so they can't place him with men and they can't place him with women. So they decided to put him somewhere to make him safe. So that was the excuse that they gave for him being in wherever he is. And then look at it. He came out, the first day he came out, they are already him, he, she, whatever this person is, and the friends are already right in front of the court, in front of the prison. They are doing all sorts of videoing and everything. And within a week of coming out of prison, Ishi is posting that people are gifting him money up until 70 million naira. And I remember I asked on that thread to say, please, I'm confused. What is the day job of this person? What do they do as a job? Do they just wake up in the morning, make up, wear clothes, and start taking pictures? Is this where we are now in Nigeria? Somebody said they are a model. Oh, okay. Which agency do they work for? Who employed them? Because if you're thinking about models, let's take Naomi Campbell, for example, very popular. IK, the guy that does the Nollywood. May Edoche, all of these people, you can say this is the agency they work for, that they are modeling for. So who exactly is Bobrisky doing is for to get all this money is blowing around? So if we can answer that, there are a lot of other questions we will be able to answer before we even come to very dark man.
So thank you very much. You may mention that when he was going to jail, he's already aware of his motive or his intention.
Yeah, already aware of the outcome. Yes.
So that means this guy has somebody at his back.
Yes.
So do you mean that our system is corrupt?
It's not do you mean, we can all see it. It's not me saying it. It's what we see. I'm not saying it. We all, sorry. How many people in the history of this world, this generation, the generation before, ever go to court and already prepare their mind that they are going to jail, and they brought all their bags and baggages? Nobody goes to jail with any personal belongings. When you, I mean, I've seen it on TV, in movies, and all of that. When you go to prison, they strip you of everything that you brought, and they gave you their own uniform. So this person is already going with their own clothes. What kind of a jail does that? They don't even do that in UK jail or American jail, not to talk of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Before I come to you, Adekunle, you may mention of Director General Bishop Kayode something. I think Kayode William or something like that. I think you saw his interview on Arise TV or whatever, something there. I listened to his interview. He said they can't place him either a female or male. But let us quickly go back to the House of Reps, where one of the correctional officers, came there to House of Reps about, I think yesterday or something like that. He said Bobrisky was on medical check, that Bobrisky is having a breast. So they put him in female something. But they asked the officer, the prison officer, is there any CCTV? He said no CCTV. What did you think that is going on in this area, in this arena?
Is that for me?
Yeah, it's for you now.
For you.
Oh, okay. The thing is, there are so many complicated, so many conflicting information about this issue, because I remember reading when this person first went to prison, they said when they did the search, it's got a penis, so it's not really a woman. The head of the prison says he said it's not a man, so they can't put him with men, but it's not really a woman, so they can't put him or her as in a female prison.
What?
My own issue here, the question I want to ask, there is suffering in Nigeria. There is poverty in Nigeria. There is no employment in Nigeria. There are strikes every day. They are not bringing this to the House of Rep to find a solution. What the stupid heck are they doing? Bringing this stupid issue to the House of Rep. How is whatever is going on with Bobrisky and very dark man going to contribute to Nigeria's economy? That this is now becoming a national issue that they are discussing. Are they stupid or are they mad? That is my own. Why is this being discussed there and they are not discussing things like child abuse that is going on every day? Somebody was talking. I was talking to somebody, I think it was 2 days ago, when they were saying they've started flogging children for not paying school fees. And I was asking, is it the children that brought themselves to your school that you are flogging them? The government did not have or say anything about this. They are talking about some stupid man that turned himself into a woman to make money in the national level. Do they even have brain at all in Nigeria? This takes me back to what Baba Ayewa said. Black people with black brain, with black behavior, black understanding, everything turned upside down. What's supposed to be normal to them is now abnormal. What is abnormal to everybody is normal to them. It's like they've all got reprobate mind. They can't think straight. And that is the reason why people like this Bobrisky is thinking they are untouchable, because Nigeria itself is, I don't even know which adjective to use for it. Sorry for my ranting.
No. That's all right. It's fine.
No, you put us straight.
Now, Adebayo, we've listened to Lisa, the way she analyzed of this Bobrisky issue.
Yeah.
What Lisa said is right. If you ask me why.
Very right.
When they were at the National Assembly, House of Reps, one of the House member said, we sit down here, Perry Darkman is here, he refused to talk. That is right. One of the House of Reps said that Bobrisky see himself as untouchable. So Lisa is right by saying it. So Bobrisky see himself as untouchable. They invited you to come, you refuse. And Perry Darkman said it's like Bobrisky is having somebody at his back that don't mind them. Adebayo, do you think that Bobrisky see himself as untouchable and as someone have somebody at his back?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I'll first of all start from where Lisa stopped. I think Lisa spoke well in the sense that he wants us to come to the realization that this is not what we should be following. It's not a skit, but it's turning to something like they are just like entertaining us, like an audience. Something that, I mean, it's not worth it, to be candid with you, in terms of what we should be discussing in this country. Because the whole thing was an immoral act. In fact, from an immoral person, from somebody that is not even, how do you want to qualify Bobrisky? It's like the way I started after I say joker. It's like nobody. But then she has gotten that, what I mean as maybe fame. And you know, say fame brings people some form of goodies and money. So that also has made her to make friends in high places. She probably you know, because of the level she has reached, thinking herself to be untouchable. Yeah. In Nigeria, you know, there are level you be. Sometimes you want to tell you, don't you know me? This and this and this. You will hear this, you will hear that. Because these are people that are feeding and frolicking in free money. Free money. Something they did not work for, something they didn't earn. But it's just coming to them almost free. And what you say is even fraud. What she's doing is fraud. Because she's not real. You understand?
Okay.
Even though we
let me come in Adekunle Adebayo.
Okay, please.
Still, we both agree that he's playing on our law,
yes.
because he has somebody at his back. That's the reason why he's playing on our law. Still, a lot of people, both young and old, they were still following him. They see him, they see it as he doesn't do anything. That what he's doing is right, because I think they want to copy him, or they've already started doing all this practicing gay at the back. So all of them, they were supporting him. If you see, he still carry weight when this scandal started, when Frederick Man leaked the audio. But why people still follow this boy, Adekunle? Because you see, an elderly man, an elderly woman, young or old, still crazy for him. Are they mad?
It's difficult to say. And like I told you, Bobrisky is getting a lot of followership from the social media, which you know, like we said, what she's doing is like entertaining. You know, is make believe. Entertainment is just about make believe, not the real thing. You understand? Bobrisky is doing what she's doing to gain fame and money to herself, not minding the effect or what she's trying to put across to people. She's doing everything selfishly for her own good. And it's also bad for the society. Let's be frank at that. To be frank with you, and I even thought when this thing started, they want to probably make her a scapegoat. But this now throw spanners into what we think is orderly before. Because what Bobrisky jailing or jail term and what now transpire after the jail regarding people not staying in the prison. If you are well to do, you can get a convenient place to stay. That has been in our system, but it's not loud. People have not loud. It's not been lauded. You understand? So, but if we look at it from the other side, it's like Bobrisky now is putting our system into some kind of disrepute, because a lot of big people are involved. They know what is going on. You understand? And I don't think our National Assembly should take it to begin to open it and enlarge it. I think they should just make it at the level of the minister. Whatever thing was done at that place, and they shouldn't open this. It's very, very ridiculous and scandalous.
Thank you very much.
Not something I think they should continue
because of our time, thank you very much. Let me quickly throw one question to Lisa. Lisa, when Frederick Man was in a National Assembly, I listened to it and I watched it. One of the House reps trying to threaten the boy or a very dark man that if you are not talking, they will detain you. And then the other guy said that they have that power and capacity. When they know that they have that power and capacity, that they were constitutionally binded, why not then use that power, that fateful day or minute or time or hour, to call one inspector general of police or whatever in Lagos that Bobrisky should be arrested, because if it is in abroad or Western country, you fail there, that day, that second, they will go to your house to arrest that particular persons. Why not they use that their constitutional right to arrest Bobrisky that fateful day, and they were threatening very dark man? Why? Just 1 minute, please.
You know, whether it's very dark man or very light man or Bobrisky or risky Bobby, I don't care about any one of them. Why are they not using their constitutional right to make the life of Nigerians better? Why are they not using their constitutional right to make sure they bury Mohbad? Why are they not using their constitutional right to make sure everyone in prison for the crime that they did not commit are being released? Why are we talking about non-entities like Bobrisky? What has Bobrisky contributed positively to Nigeria or Nigerians? That is what I'm interested in. No very dark man, no whatever. If it is not making Nigeria better, not making Nigeria great, scrap it. Forget it, and let's move on to the next thing that will make the lives of Nigerians better.
Thank you very much. Lisa, back to you. Let me listen to this statement. The greatest crimes in the world are not committed by people breaking the rules, but by people following the rules. Do you agree with it?
Well, I don't understand what that is. It depends on what the rules are. Really, because there is this thing in the Bible that says before the law came, people were sinning, but the sin was not counted against them until the law came. That is when you now know whatever you are doing is wrong. So, knowing Nigeria as a lawless country, the statement might be true. It is the people who believe that they are doing the wrong thing that are actually being punished for doing the right thing. And the ones that are actually breaking the law is not actually bothered about them, because probably they've got a lot of godfathers and whatever behind them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Adekunle Adebayo, before we go, listen to this statement as well.
Okay.
Every society gets the kind of criminal it deserves. Let me repeat it again. Every society gets the kind of criminal it deserves. Do you agree with it?
Of course.
Why?
The case on ground shows how lousy the entire society that we live in Nigeria is, because we have looked at it from A to Z. The case does not benefit anybody from anywhere. It's just making us a bunch of lousy people, just like Bobrisky. It's just like when you say you dirty yourself when you want to engage a pig in a fight. You dirty yourself. Everybody now has, even including the National Assembly, have taken themselves as low as Bobrisky. Bobrisky said he's a joker, he's a junkie, he's somebody that should not even be reckoned with. But they are parading, they are not giving him limelight in terms of national limelight. That's what, and that shows the kind of people we are. When you look at us, we don't, when we're growing up or in those old days, people value things like respect, good virtues in terms of, but now people worship money. And people now tend to give kudos, or they give respect and dignity, royalty to people that they see have money, without thinking or telling them or looking at what they do to get those money. You understand? So
Thank you very much.
it pervades our society, and we are very worse for it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adekunle Adebayo, before we go,
okay. All right.
I want you, because of our time, I want you any advice that you can put across on this case of Bobrisky.
Yeah.
Because we have our youth there, and we have also some elderly people that they were daft. That when they see anybody, because some of them, I think, looking at Bobrisky, some of them, they were, some of them, they like it. Because,
no, it's gist now.
Yeah,
it's gist, it's entertainment and everything, but everything is not entertainment.
It's beyond the entertainment now.
It's beyond
crazy
entertainment.
Now. So
yeah, this thing is
just 1 minute. Just I want any message that you want to pass across.
Yeah, and it is to the authority people. They are really enlarging or advertising by just taking people at the high up there are now watching this just to settle something between a very dark man who tell you what very dark man is doing. Is it good? Is it not illegal? One thing or the other. We are not looking at that. We are also not looking at the fact that the personality of Bobrisky is not tenable, either spiritually or anything. It's not something that gives you joy. It's deceitful. It's deceit. So, from what Lisa said that time, is to tell the National Assembly that they have actually gone too low, leaving what they're supposed to do for people. They now parade themselves like an entertainer too, like Bobrisky and Very Dark Man. This, whatever but Very Dark Man is, you will categorize him like Bobrisky. These are people that are doing things to class people, to make people, just to create fun, entertainment, and make money through all this, and probably kind of not blackmailing, but blacklist people. So the advice is to tell the National Assembly to give a law or to give a pronouncement that they are not what we thought.
Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. Lisa, do you have any message to pass across before we go?
To who?
To our government and to our people.
All right.
Yes.
Because of this
what I'm gonna say is the government of Nigeria, get your shit together, you all stupid people. If you're discussing this in your National Assembly, you need to get your house in order, because you're not doing that presently. Go to other countries and listen to what they discuss in their parliament. They don't discuss issues like this. They discuss things that will benefit their citizens, the masses. How is this situation between these two influencers, they call themselves, benefiting the woman selling okra at the local markets? So that's what they need to think about. They need to get their house in order, because all of them, it feels like, well, they are not thinking straight.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo.
Thank you for
this program for today. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Ma.
Thank you, sir.